Welcome to this edition of Cookin' with Sal and Pat. This is Pat Christensen, owner of Kitchen Connections here in downtown Casper. I'm Sally Ann Schirmer from the Casper Star Tribune. We're delighted to have you with us this month. It is still hot and steamy August.
Super hot.
Super hot and steamy August. What we're going to do today is a 4-hour oven recipe, 3.5 hours, and then you make a little bit of a gravy, and then 30 minutes more. What we're doing today is a fully cooked beef brisket, and the first night it will be served with potatoes and a green vegetable as a regular meal. Then you slice off as much as you need for your family and serve that on Sunday night. So in this pan we have the fresh beef brisket. On top of the beef brisket, it could not be simpler. There's 1 sliced onion, 1 can of the cheapest beer in your refrigerator. Then we have half a cup of chili sauce and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and 2 minced garlic cloves. And you're going to put it in an oven. Let me check the temperature for you. 325 for 3.5 hours undisturbed. For the second night of our brisket week phenomenon, we're going to do a really quick and easy chili recipe. So you cut off approximately 1/4 of the brisket of what's left after the Sunday dinner of sliced brisket, and you're just going to heat a little bit of olive oil in a kettle that you would put the whole chili in. This is stovetop chili, and we're just going to chunk it. Just not too small, not too big. All right, now we have brisket, approximately 1 pound. Measure if you must, but really there's no need. We have a little bit of olive oil simmering in the kettle, and we're an entire diced onion. Oh, this is going to smell so good. Not the fat, but the chunks. Perfect. Thank you, Pat, for your assistance. So this is a can of crushed tomatoes. Goes right in there. And since the brisket is already pre-cooked, there's no need to brown the brisket first. Obviously, if I was using raw hamburger or another kind of meat in my chili, I would have browned it completely first, but we're in a hurry tonight and the brisket is pre-cooked. These are pinto beans in a chili sauce. A dear friend of mine from Casper actually taught me to put chopped black olives in chili and then just run-of-the-mill. I'm trying to make this not really super expensive for anyone either, and just run-of-the-mill chili powder, which I forgot to open, and you have a meal. So that's night number 2 of our brisket.
Super easy.
And now it's night 3, and you still have a pretty good sized hunk of cooked brisket in the refrigerator. What to do? But we're going to do hot beef sandwiches, and the magic of this is not in the sandwich or in the fact of Pat's going to slice some brisket and throw it on a bun here. Your ingredients for the barbecue sauce are 1 cup of ketchup, half a cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 3 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, and 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Make for a delightful flavor. It could not be easier, and now you can say you have homemade barbecue sauce. All you're going to do, this could not be easier. We have these beautiful buns from a bakery, and we're going to just slice brisket, throw it on there. We're going to need to cut a little more probably for the second sandwich. Okay, we'll do that too.
Okay.
Perfect. Then we're just going to slather on some barbecue sauce. Now here's some magic for you. Take these onions out of the pan. Remember that when we baked the brisket, we used a whole onion, and so now these onions are really sweet and really tender. We're going to just throw those onions right there, put on the lid, and voila, serve it with chips or fresh celery and carrot sticks, and you have yourself a dinner. Brisket, Portobello Mushrooms. Sounds fantastic. Yes. Take it away, Pat.
So basically what we got here is portobellos. Just go to the grocery store, get I like medium size, like this one here, or the larger sizes, not too small, not much smaller than this. Sour cream, we get the smallest one. We're going to use about half the sour cream. We're using about 1/4 of yellow pepper, not green pepper, but yellow pepper. I pre-cooked a little bit of onions just so they're sauteed a little bit, and then a full thing of Philadelphia cream cheese chive. And then I got mozzarella and provolone cheese here. Whole thing of that in there. Believe it or not, my wife came up with this recipe.
Wow.
Yes. The non-cooked cooked.
Well, that's awesome.
Like I said, just half of this. I'm not a huge, big measurer. I just kind of go with, this is 1 full onion chopped. And about 1/4 yellow pepper. Mix them all together. All right, so basically we're pretty much mixed through there. We're going to take the brisket. Once again, we got a lot of brisket here too. So then we're just going to throw this in here, mix it up again.
And then how long do we cook these?
I cook them for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Basically, I pre-cooked the mushrooms. We want to do about 10 minutes with some olive oil on top of it.
Okay.
And then we're going to put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 325.
Okay.
Basically, we're just melting the cheeses all together.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you're a little bit like me, I like a lot of cheese, just a slice on both.
A great, easy Wednesday night meal. Thanks,
Very
Pat.
easy. You betcha.
Really appreciate it. So for Thursday and Friday, you're going to make a really nice skillet hash, just an old-fashioned hash. And then Friday, the absolute last thing any of us want to think about doing is cooking on Friday. You've got just a little tiny bit of brisket left, and you don't want that to go to waste. So you're going to make a scrambled egg scramble, and we'll see you next time. And I can hardly wait. I'm promoting it a month ahead. September, we're talking cowboy tailgating, and I can hardly wait. It's going to be awesome.
Fun.
Go, folks.